What is going on, everybody? Hello, welcome to my first of two gameplay streams for the day. Darkside Phil here live on the stream. What is up? Today is Friday, July 26, 2019. Hope everyone is ready for a fun weekend full of gameplay streams. Hope that you guys are having a good weekend so far. And are excited. I'm excited. And today's a big new release day as well, with the release of Wolfenstein Youngblood. That's right. Kind of an anomaly in the Wolfenstein line of games, because we just had a major Wolfenstein release. What was it, about a year to a year and a half ago? And we haven't heard anything out of Wolfenstein in a while. And then we heard this game was going to be not you playing BJ Blazkowicz like most of the other Wolfenstein games, but instead it would be you playing as his daughters in the 1980s. That basically, the plotline has advanced about a decade since the last game, and BJ Blazkowicz is missing in action, and now it's up to his daughters to come in and try to find out what happened to him, whether rescue him or whatever. So I guess we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this goes today. Starting up a brand new playthrough. And, you know, I love the Wolfenstein franchise. I love the id Software, you know, more older school style first-person shooters. Admittedly, the last Wolfenstein game had a lot of sneaking. So I don't know if this is going to have a lot of stealth or not. From what I'm to understand, the daughters are supposed to have, like, super-powered suits or something that give them, like, crazy abilities that are, like, you know, way over the top compared to, I guess, the previous Wolfenstein games. I don't know. I haven't played it yet, but this is just what I heard, you know, as they were talking about the game in development and the like. So I guess we'll see today, right? We'll see today firsthand what exactly the game has in store for us. And, you know, excited for a new release. Always excited for a new release to see what, you know, what it turns out to be. I'm not sure how long the game is. I believe the game has a ton of side content, but of course it's all optional. If you remember in the last Wolfenstein game, there really wasn't that much going on in the realm of side content. There was a ton of it, but it was all pretty repetitive and just not worth even doing. It was like, go back to a stage you've already done. It's like a challenge stage where you can try to beat it in a certain amount of time and get certain extra optional items and stuff. It didn't really add anything to the game. You know what I mean? So that being said, we'll see. We shall see if this game is any good or not. Now, this game also is only $30, which kind of makes me, I don't want to say it makes me worried, but it kind of makes me wonder if they tried to sell it for a full $60, if they thought that it wouldn't do well. You know what I mean? So they're selling it for $30. So I guess, well, does that mean there's less content? Does that mean that it's not very good? I don't know. I guess we'll find out, okay? So that's my first gameplay stream today. Later tonight, we are returning to MLB The Show 19 for a chill stream, you know, on my later session, and it may be my final chill stream of this game ever. And the reason I say that is for those who've been tuning into this playthrough for over the course of the past 4 months. That's right. If you guys didn't know, MLB released at the end of March. I didn't even realize this until I started looking at my calendar. I was like, damn, I've really been playing MLB for 4 months. Like, that's pretty crazy. I had no clue. So basically the bottom line is with this game that it's gotten kind of boring. I mean, even as a chill stream, it's gotten kind of boring. Reason being, originally it was pretty interesting to see me come up from the minor leagues and try to struggle to get signed by a major team. And then finally got a contract with a major team, but then the game actually got tougher and I had to get a little bit better at bat. And the next thing you know, I'm getting traded left and right to different teams. So it kind of made it a little bit, you know, more interesting. But then, for the last couple of sessions, I basically have now settled in with a team. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I have a major contract with them lasting something like 5 years or something in the game. Problem is the team sucks. The team is so shitty that it actually doesn't matter what my batting record is. It doesn't matter how well I perform during the games. We still lose. Like, for example, there was this one game I got like a grand slam, and the next inning our pitcher allowed like a dozen runs to score. And it's like, it's such a futile effort. It's like, why am I even doing this? Why am I even playing when we have zero chance of ever doing anything good because my team is so fucking bad? I can't do it all as a one-man army. You know what I mean? So I've had fun with MLB, don't get me wrong, but I just don't know if I want to continue playing it at this point. If it's really going to be this repetitive and boring, you know what I mean? Like, it's just getting to the point where there's no reason to play it. Outside of hanging out with you guys and chilling with you guys. But the thing is, there's many other games that I could be playing in its place. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many other games that people have been saying, could you play this as a chill game? Could you play this as a chill game? And it's like, then maybe I should move on and do something different. After 4 months of MLB, maybe it's time. You know, maybe it's run its course. All right. So we'll see tonight. What I want to do is give it another shot, and I want to see if if it really is salvageable or not. So let's play it one more time tonight. Let's see how this chill stream goes tonight, and based on how this goes, we'll determine whether or not I continue to play the game or not. Okay. So tonight, perhaps the final MLB The Show 19 stream at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow will be more Wolfenstein Youngblood on the main gameplay stream. So at least within 2 days, I'll have gotten 8 hours into it and seeing exactly what the game entails. Tomorrow night, returning to Judgment for another 2-hour session. Really enjoying the Judgment playthrough. We're now in Chapter 9 of 12. Okay, so excellent progress. A good mix of side content along with plot every time I play this game. Last night was no exception. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night's session as well. Then on Sunday, we are going to swing back to Dragon Quest Builders 2, which I haven't played at all yet this week. I'll be doing a major session, 4+ hours of it. And that should be fun because we're basically back on the main island. And we're doing all kinds of stuff like terraforming the island and stuff, which is pretty interesting compared to what we did on the previous island, which was pretty much all about just farming. Now we're doing crazy like reformation of the land and stuff, which I didn't even know you could do in the game. So I'm excited to continue that on Sunday, okay? Then on Sunday night, it'll be my weekly Minecraft chill stream, where the top contributor gets something named after them in the game, and we would have a lot of fun just hanging out and doing stuff in Minecraft. So that's Sunday. Monday is my day off for this week, okay? I know that's weird. I don't think I've had a Monday off in a million years. Monday is my day off for this week due to scheduling. All right, but I'll be back on Tuesday, more than likely with more Wolfenstein Youngblood and probably either Judgment or my weekly session of Black Ops 4 Blackout. We'll see. We'll see what I feel like doing. And then this week should be an interesting mix because I'll still be doing Wolfenstein. I'll be doing a little bit more Dragon Quest Builders. But also this week, I'm thinking I'm going to start up my Super Mario 64 playthrough. All right, I think that would make a lot of sense to do since it's the viewer's choice, winning game. It's a game people really want to see. I want to play it. It's something good for variety for the stream. So I'm thinking probably it's going to start up this week. The only exception would be if someone gifts me Madden 20. And what I mean by that is there is no chance I'm buying Madden. I'm not spending $60 on a sports game that I really have no vested interest in. However, previous years, people who have gifted me Madden allow me to play through the story mode and the like. And people really seem to like that. But there's no way I'm dropping $60 just on a few hours for the story mode. You see what I mean? So if someone gifts Madden because you guys want to see it, then I would consider playing it. Outside of that, no, I'm not going to be getting Madden. Instead, I'll be starting up with Super Mario 64. But don't worry, even if someone does gift Madden, I'll still be playing Mario 64. We just got to, balance it in with everything else. Okay? Fair enough? All right, so now you know what to expect for the next week or so schedule-wise. Hope that sounds good to you guys because a lot of variety, a lot of good stuff. All right? So, let's see here. Oh, so finally, the emotes have returned. If you guys have not noticed it yet, in the stream chat, the old emotes are back, even though for a week there we kind of had new Marvel emotes for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. That was a very short-lived playthrough, to say the least. And we're back to the old ones. However, we did keep a couple. If you didn't take a look, we kept the Wolverine emote. So people can make jokes about the freaking Wolverine action figure, which has become a meme here on the streams. And also we kept the lean-in manual finger snap emote. Also known as the Thanos emote. We kept that one. Those seem to be the two popular Marvel emotes that people wanted to see stick around. So those are going to stick around, okay? But all the other ones, including the original dab, thumbs up, was up, etc., have returned. The only one that has not returned was the old Banhammer troll emote. people don't really seem to like that one. They said that it was kind of bad to begin with. So what we did is we kept the newly designed Thor's hammer smashing a scroll emote, and that one can be used as the new Banhammer emote, okay? It was based off the old Banhammer emote anyway. So that was good. That's going to be the new Banhammer, all right? So there you go. So we still got the lean-in manual ban. We got the frog. The frog crew is back. That's right. The frogs have returned. Both versions of the frog emote are back. Things are back to normal. I know some people were so insanely concerned that the frogs were gone and, you know, oh my god, all my favorite emotes are gone for like a week. Well, they're back, so no worries, okay? You might have also noticed the sub goal has basically been removed from the stream. Reason being, not to say that if there's a miracle that we could hit 525 subs, because we could. I mean, there's still 5 days left this month. But what are the chances that we're going to get almost 100 fucking subscriptions within a week? Probably not. And I don't want people just constantly making the entire stream about, oh my god, the sub goal, the sub goal. So I'm just not going to bother with it. You know, there's no point in putting it up there when it's not attainable and people are just going to make it drama shit. Because that's what it was the last 2 days, basically. People being full of drama. Oh, the sub goal, the sub goal, oh, the sub goal. Okay, shut the fuck up. Like, are you 4 years old? Is the sky is falling? Is this Chicken Little? You know what I mean? Like, the sub isn't bad. The sub level is not bad at all. This is a very healthy sub level for a channel of my size. But just because you're an idiot and you're going to scream at the top of your lungs constantly in stream chat about it, it doesn't help anything. It just pisses people off and annoys people. So, so that's why I removed it. Because I didn't want to bother with these idiots. Alright? So, next month I'll have to think of something. You know, I already know what I'm doing for September. For September, it's going to be the Halloween Marathon sub goal. So that's an easy no-brainer. But I got to think about what do I want to do for August. Because obviously the Rageathon, people don't care about it. If people cared about it, they would have subbed. They did not sub, so apparently they don't give a shit. So maybe we could do another Player's Choice event. Or maybe we could do another retrospective event. You know, I got to think about it. What do I want to do for the August sub goal and see what I can, you know, make happen here. So, I'll let you know. I will let you know when I think about it and I come up with something. Okay? Fair enough? Okay. Let's see. Outside of all that, I'm just trying to think, is there anything else really that I want to talk about? Not in particular. I guess I'll just say, you know, I've been hinting at this. I'll keep hinting at this. You know, there's potential that in early August, something cool and positive may happen. And if it does, I will let you guys know. You know, it's something cool that I think you guys will like. But I don't want to jump the gun. All right. But, you know, I'll have more details. And when I get more details, I'll let you know those details. And there you go. It's just a hint at something that may come in the near future. It may not. We'll see. Okay, but just throwing that out there. All right. All right, guys. I think that's it. I think that's it for everything I wanted to talk about. So, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for 11 awesome years as a content creator. I absolutely love sharing my gameplay experiences with all of you on a daily basis. We've been through many highs and many lows, that's for sure. You know, the ups and downs of being a content creator, you know, originally just doing it for a hobby for 3 years on YouTube. Then after I lost my office job, I found a way to turn it into, you know, a way to make a living for a while from 2011 to 2017. Then in 2017, YouTube's ad revenue bubble burst, and I had to change it up again to become a full-time streamer. And now in the modern day, I'm primarily relying on your crowdfunding efforts here on the streams in order to keep things afloat and keep doing what I do for a living, all right? So, I want to say this up front. Thank you all very much for all of your support. Thanks for just hanging out with me. That's what it's all about. And in essence, you know, even though contributions on my streams help tremendously and are massively appreciated, they are not mandatory. I just want to have everyone know that up front. Nothing is expected. However, if you would like to go above and beyond just being, you know, a viewer and you can aid my efforts to continue doing this for a living, you love the daily live streams, you love the on-demand videos and archives that I post over on YouTube, on DSPGaming, and you like Ask the King, which I just did yesterday over on the King of Hate Vlogs, right? You like all this stuff that I do, and you want to see it continue, there are many ways that you can contribute. Now, I could beat around the bush, and I could go through a million. You know, I have a Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. I have a Teespring store where you can buy all kinds of fun merchandise, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, and mugs. If you buy any of those, it helps me out tremendously. All right. Hell, you could even, right here on the stream, cheer, sub, or tip and get a shout out during the stream. All right, a live shout out. As you can see at the top of the screen, we got a leaderboard where top cheerer and top tipper get recognition for their contributions. Okay, so it's an extra way if you are going to cheer, sub, or tip during a stream to get noticed. All right, and there's also a cheering leaderboard integrated here into Twitch so that it tracks the top cheerers of the week. And I'll be giving some credit to those people in a few minutes. So there's many ways for you to get extra recognition. If you cheer, sub, or tip during the stream, I will give you that shout out, and I'll make an honest effort to, give everyone credit, although it is subjective what I say and do on my streams. But in summary, right now, guys, the best way you can help me, and this is being very matter-of-fact and honest and upfront with all of you, the best way you can help me is to tip me. Reason being, right now, I'm in the final crunch of the month. This is the time right before all my bills come due in the beginning of the month. Usually it's the first week of the month. And if you tip me, these are funds that I can use for things such as buying new games, which I did last night. That's how I bought Wolfenstein Youngblood for today's stream. I used tips. And all other tips that I get are going to be going towards paying bills. I need to raise as much as humanly possible in the next 2 weeks to pay all my bills. So hopefully I avoid the situation I was in last month where everything was overdrawn for 2 weeks. I had to pay, no lie, insane amounts of fees. I'm talking hundreds. Actually, it might have been more than hundreds. I hate to say that, but it might have been. And, it's just not a good situation. So tipping me helps me get out of that situation. That's why tipping helps more than anything. Those are funds I can use right away to pay bills and the like, okay? So, if you at all can help, there are 2 ways you can tip me. Below the stream, there's a tips button that you can click on, all right? Or you can type !tip into the stream chat. Either way brings you to my PayPal tips page. A couple quick things about tipping. The first is you can either tip with your real name, or you can tip with a made-up name, or you can tip anonymously. Completely up to you if you're afraid of getting your identity out there. Oh my God, someone will know that I contributed to a streamer or whatever. If you're afraid of harassment, you might want to make up a name or do it anonymously, okay? Number 2, you don't need a PayPal account to tip me. You can use a debit or credit card, much like you'd use anything else on the internet to buy stuff. You don't need to register and do this elaborate, process. A lot of people get this misconception. It's very easy to do, okay? So again, nothing is mandatory. Nothing is expected. But if you tip me today, it would help me tremendously, and I would very much appreciate it, okay? Fair enough? All right. That's it. Let's move on to shout-outs for those who have contributed during today's stream, and it just locked up on me. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright, hold on, everybody. I gotta refresh everything here on my laptop. Must refresh. We need a refreshing. Refresh, please. Okay, it's loading. Sorry, everybody. Sorry that my 6 to 7 year old laptop is giving us. It always gives us issues these days. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just old. I used it. Just think about it this way. I've used this laptop every single freaking day since I bought it. Like, no lie, there's very few days I never turned it on and didn't use it. You know what I mean? Like, every day I'm streaming, this thing has been on all day. So this laptop has gotten probably more use than most PCs, you could think of. So I'm not surprised. I mean, then again, it's always run like shit. No lie. Like, it was in with 6 months of me buying it that it ran poorly. I think it's just a poorly optimized, machine. It is what it is. It still works, though. I'm not going to complain. It still works. It's just slow and has issues, okay? Okay. Alright, everybody. It's time now to give shout-outs. It looks like it's finally updated. Alright, so. First of all, shout-out to Golden Colts, who did a couple cheers overnight. Thank you very much, Golden Colts. I very much appreciate that. For the overnight cheers. Heaving Earth accidentally got banned yesterday. He explained his situation, and tipped me overnight, and he was like, you know, here's what happened. And looking back at it, he's absolutely 100% correct. He should not have been banned yesterday. It was a complete misunderstanding, and he's been unbanned. So apologies for that, Heaving Earth. It wasn't me that banned you, but I think a moderator misunderstood what was going on. And, you know, you welcome back. That's, you know, just a very honest mistake, I believe. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Wouldn't look too much into it. Philly Buckeye resubscribed to the channel for 4 months in a row. Thank you very much, Philly Buckeye, for the 4 months of support. That is very much appreciated. All right. Continuing on. Hashim tipped me $1 and says, why does Cuphead remind me of Sonic? Why does Cuphead remind you of Sonic? I don't know. I mean, I guess you could argue maybe some of the world design. You start off like in the nature, in the forest, and then you end up in like a city for some certain stages and stuff. Maybe that's what Cuphead is nothing like Sonic. You know what I mean? Like, okay, there's some platforming and dodging, but outside of that, it's definitely a more throwback to a bygone era of shoot 'em ups, plus, you know, kind of like bullet hell. You know, like, it's definitely not Sonic. In Sonic, you don't even have a gun. You know, I guess you could argue in Sonic games when you're fighting Sonic bosses, you're dodging a bunch of projectiles, you know, and looking for that one opportunity to make to strike and hit the weak point or whatever. So, all right, you know what? So basically, it's kind of like Sonic in that regard, that everything's a boss fight. You know, Sonic has a lot of boss fights, and you have to basically try to dodge a bunch of projectiles in order to finally find your place to strike. But Sonic doesn't have guns, so I guess that's the one major difference, right? Okay, well, anyway, Hashim, thank you for that $1 tip. You're the first tipper of the day. You got stuff going. I appreciate that very much, and as I mentioned, tipping helps me more than anything, so thank you very much for that, Hashim. It appears an anonymous contributor has gifted 10 subs. That's awesome. What I'll do is I'll check on sub count in just a moment, but let's give credit, or let's actually give congratulations, I should say, to those who received a gifted subscription. All right, so congrats to the following chatters. We've got Soul Brenton, Frog in a Tuxedo, Crest the Angel, Diligent Doge, R Breezy, actually R Breeze, Dandy in Space, Get a Frog Mascot, Botch Specialist, Make Yusha, excuse me, and Dolan Darker. So congratulations to all of you. In fact, I recognize some of those names as regulars. So, ow. Ah. Ow. 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 My neck is like, everything's cracking right now. All my joints are cracking. What the hell's going on? Oh no. My body is revolting. I don't know what's going on. Every joint is cracking. Now I'm stretching and yawning. I don't know what's going on, man. Oh my goodness. Anyway, holy shit. So congratulations to the 10 people who just received gifted subs. I hope you enjoy them. Thank you very much to whoever the anonymous gifter is who gifted all these subs. Thank you very much for the support. Much appreciated. Let's actually check sub count right now, since it seems like it probably went significantly up. 445. Yeah. Wow. Jumped pretty big there. Cool. Thank you. Very nice. All right. Let's see. So we got a bunch of troll tips behind the streams that I'm not even going to address. Very nice. The Honest Troll did a 50-bit cheer and says, I'm not sure if you'll like the game. It's a looter shooter and quite Destiny-esque. Destiny-esque. Oh, a Wolfenstein that's Destiny-esque? Are you serious? That's freaking weird. Now, that's a first. I wasn't expecting that. I guess we'll see. What the hell? My keyboard stopped working. Oh my god, what is going on today? Hold on, everybody. My keyboard has stopped working. Stop eating my sesame cake. Okay, started working again. Jeez. Okay. 50 bits. Thank you very much, Honest Troll, for the 1 cheer of the day so far. I guess we'll see. I don't know how the hell this is a looter shooter. That's kind of weird. If it's a looter shooter, that's like, oh boy. Maybe that's why it's 30 bucks. They were like, oh, we're jumping on the bandwagon, sell it for half price because people are going to complain. I don't know. I guess we're going to see together, guys. Listen, if it sucks, it sucks. You know, what are you going to do? I bought it off the precedent that previous Wolfenstein games have always been great. You know, if they changed the formula up or something, that's pretty lame, but I guess we'll see. All right, let's see here. Nabucco tipped me $1.38 saying his name is Wang Li. Good stream. Will I play Catherine full body later? No, I will not. I'm not playing Catherine full body. First of all, the first time I played Catherine back in the day, I hated the gameplay of it. And that's no lie. I'm going to be very honest with all of you. I did not like the puzzle gameplay of Catherine at all. I hated it. It was like, I really disliked it. It was annoying to me. And I basically suffered through the puzzles so that I could get back to the story, which I actually thought was pretty good. But I have no desire to go back and put myself through that again. I just didn't enjoy those puzzles in the game. And then on top of that, you know, it's the same plot line. Apparently they have a couple added things in there, but nah, that's yeah, I just have no desire to go back to it, being very honest here. Okay. Hashim to me another dollar and says, well, I think that Cuphead looks like Sonic. Also, how did Cheers help you? And finally, can you say, get that ass banned? Well, there you go. You know, everything helps. Cheering, subbing, tipping, everything helps. Cheers help in the long term. What I mean by that is, cheers do a benefit in the long term, but unlike a tip, for example. A tip, when you tip me, that's something I can use immediately. If you tip me today, that's something I can put towards a bill today. See what I mean? All other contributions have a processing time before anything can happen with them. And that's why, basically, tipping right now is the best way to help. Okay? So everything helps, don't get me wrong. If anyone contributes via any other method besides tipping, it still helps. But it's just something that has a time frame to it. While, you know, tipping immediately helps. See what I mean? And that's why it's more a more immediate way to help. Okay? Yes, HBS, I do stop talking about money when people stop asking me about it, but you're an asshole and you'll never know about that because you're permanently banned. So take that lean in manual finger snap, biatch. All right, Gabriel KO has just resubbed for 30 months. Thank you very much, Gabriel KO, for 30 months of support. That is much appreciated. Thank you very much. All right, X-Venom Symbiote has also just resubbed for 15 months. Thank you very much, X-Venom Symbiote, for the outstanding long-time support. It is much appreciated. Thank you. And Secret Flatulence has tipped me $5. Secret Flatulence, as opposed to blatantly public flatulence. This is secret flatulence, okay? So this could not apply to me because everyone knows about my blatantly public flatulence. But I guess if someone tried to keep their copious flatulence a secret, this would apply to them. Thank you very much for the top tip of the day. I appreciate that. Sinspira is asking, did I know that Doom 1 through 3 is out today on PS4? Oh yeah, I saw on Twitter. It was just sneak released. Like, no one knew this was happening. But they ported Doom 1 and 2 from the PC, as well as Doom 3 from who knows if it was PC or what version it was. But they ported them all to PS4 today. That's cool. That's going to be a good teaser and a lead-in for Doom Eternal coming out in November. Doom 1 and 2, oh my god. I mean, they're still porting these games, which is pretty crazy. These games have really stood the test of time as, you know, insane classics when you really think about it. These are games that put first-person shooters on the map and made them prominent parts of gaming culture. And it's really cool to see that they're still, to this day, getting ported to modern consoles and people are still enjoying them. New generation after new generation. Keep playing the Doom games and keep loving them. Doom 3 I actually really liked. a lot of people didn't, because they said, oh man, this game, it feels like they tried to make it a survival horror game. At least the first couple hours of the game really do feel like a survival horror game. Then later on, it basically goes back to the classic Doom formula, but it never really opens up to the point where, like, how the original Dooms were. It feels more like a narrow corridor shooter than anything else. While the original Dooms, I would say, definitely had more open areas and stuff. The original Dooms are also very challenging. Like, no lie, they're really tough. Compared to modern games, are you kidding me? Like, I remember in the original Dooms, the only way that I could really, do well in them was to save. Every room you go into, beat it, save, beat it, save. You gotta keep saving at every moment you can. Because at any moment you turn around a corner, there's 10 enemies shooting rockets at your face. Like, oh my god, this is fucking challenging, man. It's fun, though. It's fun. It feels like a real accomplishment. When you actually succeed in the original Doom games, much like people would argue like Dark Souls or Bloodborne, right? Oh man, it's so gruelingly challenging, and when I win, I finally feel like I've achieved something because it was so tough. It's kind of the same deal, only these games are from the 90s, So you're talking 20 years ago, it was the same kind of vibe. But anyway, that's cool that the original Doom games were ported to PS4. Would I consider playing them? Yes. They're very tough, though. I don't even know if I'd be able to beat them. It's been so long since I played them. I don't even know, how well I would do in them. And I'll be honest, they're pretty grindy. Like, it's basically very repetitive style gameplay. It's not like, oh, here's interesting plot development. There's no plot. It's just you're surviving by running through stages, killing a million tough enemies, finding secret corridors, finding key cards, etc. And it becomes very maze-like as well, where you get lost and end up running in circles because you couldn't find the door, the hidden panel that opens up and gives you the key card you need to progress, etc. So in that regard, I don't know if it would make so much of a good playthrough. You know what I mean? Son of Spirit saying Doom 1 and 2 are $4.99 each. Doom 3 is $9.99. That's decent pricing. I agree. That's pretty reasonable pricing for sure. I thought for sure Doom 3 would be more expensive, but that's pretty good pricing in my opinion. That sounds good to me. Okay. Let's see here. Continuing on, 2 Bar King has subscribed to the channel for 30 months at Tier 2. Thank you very much, 2 Bar King, not only for your ongoing support, but for that Tier 2 sub, which helps out even more. Thank you. Philly Buckeye has just gifted a sub to Ipsilfin. Congratulations to Ipsilfin on receiving the gifted sub, and Philly Buckeye being a nice guy. Pretty awesome. Thank you, Philly Buckeye, for the support. Much appreciated. Okay, so before we begin, and we actually see what the hell this Wolfenstein game is, since now we're all confused, hearing that it's like Destiny of all things. What the fuck does that mean, right? Let's go ahead and give credit to the top 10, cheers of the week. Alright, those who have contributed via cheering and have cheered the most for the week. Keep in mind, this leaderboard keeps going all the way through Sunday. It resets, and then on Monday, it goes back to 0, basically. But you still have a few days here to get up on that cheering leaderboard. Alright, in 10th place this week for the cheers, we've got Vote Democrat. 9th place goes to Nightwing 420. 8th place, Bent Boxer. 7th place, Crystal Laser. And then, if you can believe it, I don't think we've ever seen something like this before. We've got a 4-way tie. So we actually jump all the way from 7th place to a 4-way tie for 3rd place. Each one of these stream viewers has cheered exactly 1,000 bits. All right, we've got Hidden Knife Hands, Cody Carls, Arblurred, and From China. 4-way friggin' tie. That's pretty crazy, man. So I guess we'll see if anyone tries to break that tie today or not. But 4-way tie for 3rd. Then in 2nd place, Johnny Skidmark, and if you can believe it, he's only getting 2nd place by 5 bits. And then in 1st place, RFHC5. So thank you everyone for your support. Thanks for everything. Thanks for putting up with my pre-stream. Hopefully a lot of information now has been spread. We now know what the hell's going on. All right. Finally, one more time in summary before we begin, because I won't mention it once we start with gameplay. The best way to support me today would be to tip me Tipping helps me tremendously right now with paying bills, and I really need the help in the next couple of weeks, so please consider, you know, tipping me if you at all can. But keep in mind, any contributions are much appreciated, and they are not mandatory. Thank you so much to anyone who does contribute. And I think that's it. I think we are ready. We're raring and ready to go, as they say. We're ready to get started here with Wolfenstein Youngblood and see what the hell it actually is. See, you know, what is this game? What is it, man? All right, are you guys ready? Are you excited to see what they've done with it? I mean, the way that I see it, even if it's terrible, at least we'll get a few laughs. It just sucks that a franchise that has always been good sounds like now they made a bad game. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. Vote Democrat, he said, what are your thoughts on the new Call of Duty? Well, Vote Democrat, in a nutshell, I want Call of Duty to return back to its roots. I feel that Call of Duty massively lost its way the last several years, the last 5-6 years. I really feel that Call of Duty kind of went off the rails with the double jumping the wall running, the stupid gimmick crap that you can use with kill streaks, summoning dogs, transforming into fucking robot panthers and putting down magic fucking walls. That's not classic first-person shooter gameplay to me. That's just gimmicky shit for kids. And this year they're claiming they're going back to their roots. If they actually do, that's great, and I'll be happy for it. But I'm also wondering if the game will sell, because they have basically conditioned their gaming audience, their customer base, to want this gimmicky shit, because that's all they've sold for the past 5 to 6 years. Now you're saying, oh, we're going back, we're taking it all away. Well, guess what? Your customer base is going to say, well, that's what we want, and I don't know how the game's going to do. You know what I mean? So, I guess we'll see. All right, I'm excited if it is more classics, you know, kind of Smash Mouth throwback gameplay to the original Modern Warfare, but I don't know if everyone's going to be as happy as I am. All right? Also, Zach tipped me $1 and said, will you play Luigi's Mansion 3? I am interested in it. Apparently it comes out on Halloween, which is a weird day for a game to come out, but apparently it does come out on Halloween. If it actually does, then yeah, I would consider playing it as part of maybe my Halloween event, if it happens, because like I said, my sub goal, I think, for the month of September will be, if we hit the certain amount of subs, then we do a Halloween event where I dress up and we do horror-themed games, and Luigi's Mansion would fit right in there for the games that I play that day. And yeah, I would probably consider doing it as a playthrough. So, pretty cool, right? Alright, everybody. Thank you very much for a very supportive and fun pre-stream. I think it's now time to start off with Wolfenstein Youngblood and see what the hell it is. Alright, guys? So thank you very much. And let's get this show on the road.